Hello Transformers fans, Adam here, back with a Transformers review with a G1 reissue of the last of the original Seekers, Thundercracker, from the '86 animated movie. Let's get into it, starting with his box. So on the front, graphics of Thundercracker in both of his modes. On the top, a transforming demonstration. On the one side, plastic-free packaging in 5 different languages, very important you know. On the other side, pictures of Thundercracker in both of his modes. Same pictures on the back here, along with a mini bio for Thundercracker. Alright, set that back there and focus on Thundercracker himself. Got him here in his alt mode, modeled after an F-15 fighter jet. My 2 favorite things about him are, 1, a more accurate paint job for what it actually looked like on the show, and 2, no stickers, all paint, double win. And I really love how these purple Decepticon symbols look against the blue wings. And he still has his cockpit that opens and closes, because when these were originally released in Japan before the Transformers were the Transformers, they did have human pilots. The things that I don't like about them are the missiles. They are ridiculously long thanks to these new choke hazard laws, and then also the launchers themselves. Getting these missiles in can be a bit of a wrestling match, and if you do get them in, they don't always like staying in. But if you can manage it, they do fire nicely. So, Thundercracker, fire away. Now let's go ahead and transform him. Start by taking off his other oversized missile and his landing wheel as he's staring at us. Very creepy. Take off the launchers and set them aside for now. Rotate his wings halfway. Flip out his fins. Bring down his feet. Bring down the cone and cockpit. Now push in the middle here to bring out his arms and swing them around all the way. Now disconnect the cone from the cockpit and bring the cone through this opening and bring it up the back here to bring out his head. Now lay the cone back all the way. Bring his arms out so that we can connect his fists. So 1 and 2. Oop, put that on the right side up. There we go. Now reattach the launchers to his arms. 1 and 2. Finish rotating the wings. And finally, if you can manage it, instead of the oversized missiles, attach the oversized lasers. If you can get them in. Alright, that one worked. And then number 2 here. Nope, let's try that again. Alright, and there he is in full bat mode. And like I said, sometimes these things don't like staying in. So we're going to leave that as it is. And check him out. And since his one laser didn't want to stay on, we can give him his other accessory, a Transform Megatron. The top half clips right into the top portion of his fist like so. Alrighty. And the bottom half does clip into the bottom portion of his fist, but we are leaving this off because getting this on and getting it to stay on is also a bit of a wrestling match. Because yeah, these movie reissue Seekers definitely have some quality control issues. It was the same thing with Starscream and Skywarp. But now he is ready to blast some Autobots because Thundercracker here was a loyal soldier. At least he was on the show. His original bio suggested that he sometimes questioned if he was on the right side with the Decepticons, but that was never really explored on the show, which is a shame. That would have made it for some really cool storylines. And for articulation, like the rest of the G1 Seekers, all he could do is move his arms up and down. Nothing with his head or legs. They are set in place because G1 badness. And extra G1 badness with these quality control issues, let me tell you. But at least it did keep him partially die-cast. Anyway, let's go ahead and transform him back. So get rid of Megatron. Get rid of this oversized laser. Take off his fists. Take off the launchers, and we'll set them aside for now. Rotate his wings halfway. Flip up his feet. Flip his fins back. Go ahead and bring down the head and cone. Bring him back through this opening. And tab them back into the cockpit. Swing his arms back around. And reconnect them right here in the middle. Now tab the cone and cockpit back into place. Finish rotating the wings around. And reconnect the launchers to his wings. So 1 and 2. And I'm not reconnecting those oversized missiles because I've had enough of a wrestling match for one day. But I will reconnect his landing wheel. And back to an F-15 fighter jet. And that is our boy Thundercracker, the last of the original Seekers and the most unassuming, which is a shame. I would have really loved to have seen that personality trait of him questioning the Decepticon cause in at least one episode, but what are you going to do? But that'll wrap up this video. Join me for my next one. Until then, good night, Transformers fans.